What's up, fellas?
I want to talk about some of the things that I'm seeing.
When I'm looking at the behavior of us worldwide, especially as men, and when it comes to how we deal with women, there's some things that we need to look at.
First question when you go on a date, what do you do? They're just asking how much money do you make.
So if a guy trying to talk to you, what does he have to bring to the table?
Money.
I need all his money. He need to get that trap money.
I honestly want a six-figure guy.
At least 100K.
Around 6 figures, yeah.
Like 100,000.
100K.
I need some money.
100, 150.
You win this $100 prize. You can either take her out on a beautiful date or you can take her yourself. What are you gonna do?
I reckon she can pick the place, she can pick the time, and sounds like I'll be the one paying.
Some people are so brainwashed in society that they think doing all these things is the key, when it is not at all.
Can I say something? You're gonna need more than $100 to take me to where I want to go. That's all I'm saying.
Cash at me right now.
She's for the streets.
There are a lot of women who are really just fishing for money. Not all women. I respect the women who have values. But there are a lot of women out here fishing for money.
I said over 200K. But my answer has changed. My lifestyle requires a little bit more than that.
So basically you're saying if I can't provide, I'm worthless to you.
I don't understand what's wrong about it.
What?
What are the times coming?
I don't know about that. Get out. Her asking me to get out. She's lost. She in the sunken place.
300? That's enough to take care of me and what I got going on.
Gents, please leave women like this alone. You don't even want the risk of pregnancy.
I would say about 400, 500,000.
Bruh.
I would say at least like 500,000.
The biggest red flag of all time, right there. You avoid that type of woman at all costs.
Look, fuck all that. If she cool as fuck and she just homeless, I'm not gonna be like, oh bitch, you're homeless.
Men love women far differently than women love men. Men love women for real.
Women love men for real.
No, they don't. Women love men under the premise that they provide value.
Just by being a man ain't enough. That is why I have no problem telling women to die alone.
500, maybe like 1.1.
I want a billionaire.
Women tend to love men more from an opportunistic standpoint.
Men are supposed to have money, right? So if they don't have money, that means their value is low, right?
No.
And you go off women.
No. If you want to know, you got all the things you need, except somebody to share life with.
Real men are not going out and getting with these kind of women.
You're setting up a lot of barriers for yourself that men have to jump over in order to win with you.
And you cutting out a whole bunch of men that may have treated you well. Because the person that may treat you the best may not come in the shape and form that you think.
But truthfully, you need to find a woman who's not completely corrupted by society and not broken. And then you need to show her that there's more happiness for you and her living a life of truth, away from the degeneracy. Either you are programming your woman's mind or society is programming your woman's mind. And if you're going to allow society to program her mind, do you think she's going to be an honest, good person?
No.
What is society telling her to do? Society's telling her to be a 304.
But what's a 304? You can tell me.
You can work it out. But
instead of just slightly tweaking the old system, society said, fuck it, giving birth to hookup culture under the banner of empowering and freeing women.
For all of my girlies who are considering their first hook phase, do it.
Y'all really on this app thinking you can hurt my feelings by slut shaming me when there is nothing wrong with being a slut?
Nasty bitch.
I'm for the streets and I'm proud of it.
It's a whole bunch of pride.
Who's this young lady's father?
I mean, I'd be horrified to have my daughter get on camera or even think, or even process thoughts, or even go out and perpetuate this kind of thought process.
They're so egotistical.
Instead of me having one partner, I currently have 5 mini partners.
My thing is this.
Watch where you stick your Johnson in.
It is truly baffling that many women keep engaging activities that men clearly do not find attractive in a long-term partner, and then complain when they get rejected. And it's very tempting to simply blame men for all of this pain and misery.
I've been speaking a lot about how awful men treat women.
We've gone from a society where men would have to bend over backwards just to get a phone number to now being able to text a woman.
Really explicit from the get-go, asking for nudes straight away.
As a result, we're breeding a generation of men who no longer aspire to provide and protect women because they can access them and replace them.
Being promiscuous, you go suck that D.
The effort required to get laid nowadays is so low that many guys are direct as possible.
They can, meet up with a new woman every night.
night, potentially.
This behavior then leads to most women feeling as if all that men want from them is sex and nothing else, when it is women that are objectifying themselves, and thereby they are massively contributing to the problem with modern dating of men only wanting sex and nothing else.
You cannot make this shit up, even if you wanted to.
Once we have like after 3 dates or however many dates, they ghost me. That's all that they, like once you've given them what they wanted, they don't have any use for you anymore.
Guys mainly just want sex. They rarely want commitment, but will do practically anything to get laid.
It's not that guys mainly want sex. It's when they see you, that's what they want from you. It's a difference.
Men either look at me as a piece of meat because of how I dress and because of like my social media.
No woman wants to be treated like an object.
No woman wants to be treated like an object.
Modern feminism and hookup culture are specifically being sold to women as a positive and freeing force that is empowering to them. And the only question that I'm asking, is it setting them up for failure?
Society's telling her to be degenerate and promiscuous.
However, many women want to go back to getting commitment and having guys spend time and money on elaborate dates. So why exactly would guys want to do this? It is men who have seen the cost of engaging in long-term relationships rise while losing benefits.
A new study shines a light on how romantic relationships break up. It finds married women are more than twice as likely as married men to take the first step towards divorce. But the same isn't true when non-married couples split up.
Guys, you have to protect two things: your signature and your seed.
You know, men need to look at these situations and understand that they have very few allies. They don't have allies in law enforcement. They don't have allies among the female population unless they're their relatives. Even when you've done nothing observably incorrect, and she could tell any story in the book, and then they'll handcuff him, put him aside, and start investigating.
Now, it is the case that if you look at the statistics for physical altercations in marriage, women attack their husbands more often than the husbands attack their wives. Well, you think, why is that? Well, let's assume that there isn't any reason other than both people in a relationship can get upset, and the women know that if they hit their husbands, nothing's really going to happen.
They have that little, but you're a woman and it's okay.
Right.
Angle that men never have.
Do you think it's okay if you as a man were not hurt? If a woman that was small hit you, do you think you should hit her back even though you weren't hurt?
I absolutely think I should have the right to hit that lady back. No,
even if
no,
you weren't hurt?
Absolutely.
And I know that most people would probably disagree with that philosophy. You want to be a punching bag for someone that is mentally insane? Go ahead, have fun.
It cannot be the case that some 5'3" woman gets to run around and hit every 6-foot man. Like, what world are you living in? You know, men are humans too. And if you just slap a man, he might have a knee-jerk reaction. Just because a woman is 5'3" means that she just gets to walk around and hit every single man willy-nilly?
No.
Well, there you go.
Y'all already know this.
They don't care about how the man feel or his feelings. They don't even want to know about the man's feelings. They don't care because it's in the best interest for them.
Like, bro, like, why is the court system so, like, not flexible? Like, the court system proves time and time again that it doesn't give a about morals.
Let's not even discuss parental rights in the courts, awarding women and shunning men. Daddy government steps in, makes money off the back of child support payments. They take a cut. Then welfare. You depend on the government, you need tax breaks, etc. So now you got the woman depending on the government for payments. Because when they go into programs, those programs are government funded. Of course, broken homes are being applauded. Yes, you go strong, independent queen. We're all being played, man.
And here's the thing. Most of these women, they don't care about the child's well-being. They care about a paycheck. And that's what most women view us as. A paycheck, a means to an end, to get to the next stage, to have a better life. They rely on us.
Which is exactly why some men are simply playing the field but not committing, while others have completely checked out.
Dealing with those people is a living nightmare. They were sent as something to take you off your square.
Y'all men out there,
Gauge your woman.
this is a good gauge.
All right, so do you guys believe in equality for men and women?
I do.
Who should pay on the first date?
The man.
Why should the man pay on first date?
All right, maybe this sounds a little ridiculous, but like, if I'm giving you my time, I mean, maybe you should pay for my dinner.
Anyone who's gonna play into that game, it's as toxic as it gets.
Do you think women tell guys take me out on a date because they know that the guy is gonna pay?
I mean, free food.
You use guys for free food, basically.
I mean, maybe. It depends on the situation. If it's from Tinder, probably.
So you actively go on Tinder and just use guys for meals?
Maybe.
And the crazy thing is too, is when you finally get over something like that, the Jezebel knows it no longer has that kind of power over you, and they start to feel terrible once again when you start to feel good because you are now empowered. That is exactly when they become powerless. When they have you at your lowest, when they suck every ounce of life out of you, is when they feel at their best. And they feel at their worst if you can get over something like that.
And this brings us to the original question, why are men not committing to women? Or why are men not even showing up to date these women?
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and I got stood up.
And I have been stood up.
Stop fucking ghosting.
I'm tired of being single.
Do not date a woman for 3 months, her, and dump her and then tell her it's just because you don't have romantic feelings for her.
I had to come to terms with knowing that I'm not a woman that men commit to or love. They want.
Why am I not good enough to date? If you want to hook up with me, why do you not want to date me?
I'm not capable to find someone who is able to get interested in me, in myself, for a long time.
Is it my personality? Am I that unsufferable?
And in my experience, I began to feel just disrespected by every single guy that I ever slept with. I always would feel like as soon as I gave it up to a guy, I would just be like trashed to the side, like I was like disposable.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls don't cry over a boy in a car. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls don't need a boy.
Therapy, mama. Therapy, therapy, therapy.
It's actually unfortunate to see because there's a lot of women who have untreated mental disorders.
And what we need more of in this society, because we are literally sick as a culture, we need more sane women to check the insane women. That's what we need more of, because
men live in a realm of absolute accountability and competency.
But at the same time, women are being told,
here's your reminder that fat phobia is rooted in racism.
What? And again, fat phobia is anti-blackness.
What? People, especially thin people, tend to be very committed to upholding fat phobia.
You're a goddess. Your body is beautiful.
Your mission as a man is to discover the truth. She doesn't need to be interested in the truth. She can just be happy, believe in fairies and crystal skulls, and go through life and be happy.
And the only way they cope is by having a baby or going to social media to seek attention so they can feel better temporarily.
I need somebody to have my back. I do. I'm admitting it. I could say I'm a strong, independent woman that doesn't need no man, but I am saying I want a man, and I need a man.
But those issues are still going on psychologically.
I am a strong, independent woman that doesn't need no man, and I need a man.
Like, I'm so sick of not feeling like a priority to you. I can't tell you how much I wish I had someone to just like give me a hug or just like watch TV, because if I had nothing, I had someone that I loved and who really genuinely loved me.
If you're a man and you want to approach this and something wrong with you, you need to look in the mirror. This is the type of shit you need to
run in the opposite direction.
Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest, run!
So currently, you have modern women wanting courtship and chivalry, but they seem to forget that those two come at a price. You see, women are constantly being lied to by other women, and they forget that if you are dating men, then maybe you should actually try to appeal to men instead of other women. Otherwise, why the hell would a guy want to commit to you?
You just cruise on through life, opening your legs, getting men interested in you just for the superficial moment.
And then getting mad at them for leaving.
And then leaving because your one-trick card is done. And that's not enough to keep somebody interested in the long term.
Things have gotten so bad in modern dating that some of these women are now trying to come up with ways to force men into committing to them.
If we required commitment before sex, we would have more relationships.
A month after we first met, our first date was October 18th, we drafted up relationship terms and conditions.
We must have plans on 2 weekend nights per month and 1 weekend day. If we go out together, we go home together. Once every 4 months, you must send me flowers.
The irony here is that these are all old school ways that were deemed to be too sexist for modern women.
It's not at all what it used to be.
You better bring something special to the table to make sure that that guy sees value in being with you.
I think the question I've actually got for Deborah is, what exactly do you bring to the table?
Oh.
Are you joking?
Did I start?
That's rude. That is very rude. I don't, like, should he be asking me that? That's actually rude.
When a woman asks a man, what do you do for work? How much money you make a year? You got to be driving this. You got to provide a certain lifestyle for me. But the moment he asks, well, what do you bring into the relationship?
What do you bring to
well,
the table?
First of all,
before you answer the question, I ain't coming for you. But I'm just nice.
It's good.
But I'm just asking, like, what do you think makes you a good man?
I'll just say protection is very undervalued, bruv. At the end of the day, we live in a very scary, evil world where a lot of bad things happen very consistently. And if we compare me and you, you're more vulnerable than I am, bruv. At the end of the day, you walking around at 3 a.m. and me walking around at 3 a.m. is two different worlds. You get what I'm saying? So you being with me, you've already got a benefit straight off the bat.
Men operate and live in a slightly different realm than females.
When a man sits over here and asks you, what do you bring to the table? This is how you answer that question. Well, I contribute in a lot of different ways. The first way that I contribute is I have my own income. I'm working on my own businesses and stuff like that.
401k, salary, a degree.
Of course, everything she brings is the stereotypical things that we say that we don't care about.
Nobody gives a fuck about that.
What women think matter to men actually don't. We don't care about your money.
Those are your finances and we don't care.
Hit him with that shit and see what the fuck his ass says.
Okay, ma'am, so
I have my own business.
Congratulations, don't care.
Like, no one cares about any of that things.
It's what's inside that counts, my lady.
You see that girl passed out behind the dumpster? Look at her with garbage on. She looks so cute with garbage on.
So anyway, hope it says something to stimulate thought.
Comment below.
Please hit the like button.
And I will see y'all back on my next one. Bye.